Okay guys, so yeah, I'm got here to do a cold start. Cold start. She's about 1 degree out or 2. My car, the Neon, has not moved in about 4 days. I have not attempted to start it. It's set through all this cold weather. I'll show you guys this. You can see here she's still completely covered in snow. I flipped the windshield wipers up on it the night that we were supposed to get a little bit of snow, and she's stayed like this since then. So let's do a cold start. If I can get the door open. There we go. Let's see here. Woo, it's cold out here. Oh, freak, she's cold. She started right up though, that's good stuff. So I'm gonna let this beast sit out here and run for a little bit and clean the window off on her and let her be. So it's too freaking cold out here for me to stand out here. So this is turning out to be quite entertaining. Come out, start my car, died. Come out, restart my car, died again. Got it down the road a little bit, died again. I think it has a fuel related issue. Because, yeah, this is no fun, guys. I'm like sitting in an intersection right here and it's dead. Like, there she goes. It's cold, but it ain't as cold as it was yesterday, guys. Or the day before. Or the day before that when it was really fucking cold. So, excuse me, guys. So I got to work on the Neon a little bit. I'm going to do a little how-to that I'm going to put up on this channel and the other one. With the key dance. How to tell what's going on with it. I think what originally started with it just being too damn cold has killed one of the sensors, which has been giving me a little trouble lately. So I'm hoping it's just a sensor and not the wiring, because if it's the wiring, that's gonna suck. So yeah, let me get the sensor out here and I'll show you what it's on. Okay, so this is the sensor that it says is bad. So how do you tell on a Neon that the sensor is bad without actually hooking it up to a computer? I'll show you that in just a moment. But this is the crank position sensor. There's little teeth on the sensor that sticks out all the way around the inside on the inside of the crankshaft. Okay, and this goes up in there, and this tells it if it's in the right place or not to be able to fire the coil and whatnot. And if they go bad, they can start up for a minute and die. So I know I have wiring issues on my car. I have a harness for it. I'm just too lazy to fix it because it's a whole replacement harness, but I got to go through and change like all the wiring on it because it's bad. I'm hoping that's what it is. $64, $63 part here. Let me show you this thing. Okay, $61.90 after tax through O'Reilly Auto Parts. So yeah, for that little piece. I mean, there's my thumb. My thumb is bigger than that thing. So I don't know, I hope that fixes it. It's only one little bolt, pulls out, puts back in there. It's pretty easy. So I just got to deal with this snow. Okay, so let's do this as a how-to, guys, and it's going to be on both videos, this one and I Be the How-To Guy. So, how to do a key dance on a Dodge Neon. This is a first gen 95 to 99. I'm not sure if it works for the 95, but this is a 98. I do know it works for some of the other models, but if you have a check engine light on, this is how you do it. So what you're going to look at is this here. Okay, your check engine light will come on in that area right there. So when the check engine light's on, it's going to do one of two things. If it stays on, it means that there's a check engine light or a CEL, a cell, that's having an issue, something wrong with the engine somewhere. Okay, so to do the key dance, which is where you turn your key on and off, tells you what this is. So how you do this is you go, okay, make sure you don't touch any of the brake pedals, anything like that. You don't have to. You're not starting the car. Okay, so you're going to go 1, hold on here. So you're going to go, there's a button back here. So 1, 2, 3. Hold on here. So what you got to do is cycle that 3 times. Okay, it's hard to do this one-handed. So you want to cycle it just so it kicks on. 1, 2, 3. Third time, you're going to look up here, watch the check engine light, and she'll start blinking. There she goes. I forgot it's over here. So as it blinks, that was a 12. So 1 long blink and 2 short blinks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 54, it looked like. 1, that was a 1. 1. There's 11. That's the one sensor I gotta change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and it'll stop there. Okay, so the space in between the, like it'll do like, you know, beep, 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 that's a 4, and it'll have a stop. You know, it's a noticeable stop, and then it'll go beep, 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 and then it'll be a 5. Okay, so that's how you can tell the difference between what the number is. If you get on neons.org or get on the internet, there's all kinds of places out there that can pull up those codes, but neons.org is the best place to go for anything neon related. Anything PT Cruiser, the Dodge Neon, PT Cruiser, any of that stuff. I mean, there's so much of that stuff that's out there, and these are some of the best guys I've dealt with. So if you guys have a Neon, go over there and check them out too. So let me get in here and check this code again to make for sure, and then I'm going to change the sensor and stuff out here. So here's a shot of the engine bay, guys. This is what she's doing. So I'm leaning towards the sensor because I can move the wires around, and she stays running. But I don't know, let's see here. As you guys see, I partially took this harness apart here, the covering on it. This is just the ejector part, and then I stopped taking it apart right there. So she just runs around. This is part of a main wiring line. And it goes down and then behind in here, and runs down here. So this wire right here goes down to the crank position sensor, which, I mean, you guys can see I'm flip-flopping her around and she's still staying running. So if you move it around, let her run, a lot of times these things will just die. The crank position sensors, if it's a crank or the cam position sensor, when they go bad, they just won't run. I mean, they just refuse to run, and when they do run, they don't run very long. Because it puts it in the computer gets into like an open loop type of situation, and it's in there trying to figure out where that sensor is at, and running its diagnostics and whatnot. I'm trying to stand where you guys see me. There we go. So it puts it in that open loop and tries to run it, and if it doesn't understand what's going on, it'll just shut it off because it thinks there's something major wrong. So it's been running for about a minute now. They'll usually run between a minute to 3 minutes, and then it'll just cut right off, and then they won't start back up for a little bit. And that's usually what it is. So we got the sensor. We'll let it run here for a minute, try to warm it up a little bit, make it a little easier for me to get it apart, and then we'll go from there. And I'm not going to do a video of trying to change the sensor out. It's kind of up in there and it's cold, and I'm not trying that. So I'm getting a piece of cardboard here, lay her down so that way I can get underneath here, get this thing changed out. So I gotta figure out where my cardboard stash is. So give me a minute here and I'll get this thing changed out and show you what it looks like before and after. Can you hear it? She's running better than before, I think. So I think that was what it was that stupid sensor. So she's in there, just out checking the temperature on her, make sure she's okay. So I think she's okay now. It's been running for probably 10 minutes versus the thing would shut off every minute or so when you could get it started, and it would just chug and puff and just didn't like it. So she's fully up to temp. I'm going to let her run here for another minute or 2 or 3, make sure she's good and warm in here, and then I'm going to get her turned off. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked the video. Not much really going on. Been working in the hallway and in the house and stuff and fixing shit. Got a few little videos going to come up for that. So yeah, so till next time, guys.